So these basically just check if we are not on the world border. We don't want to do any swaps on to the wrong direction if we're on the world border. So those should not matter. How do we get into this weird loop? The drone that is standing on this side should not actually be doing a swap. Oh, because it has... Okay, I think I know what's happening. So we measure here and come to the conclusion, hey, we must swap. And both drones come to the same conclusion. For some reason. And then they both swap, but opposite ways. And then they cancel each other out. And then for this loop, they come back up and they're like, they measure the same hacking thing again. Because the moves cancelled out. And then they try again. But I can't, for the life of me, see how they could both come to the conclusion that they need to do the swap. That specific swap. Oh, I see why. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Because both are trying to sort in a cross around them. So this drone sees that these two are in the wrong order and tries to swap them. And the drone on this side sees that they're in the wrong order, the same two, and tries to swap them again. And then there's a double swap. Yeah, that's the good old double swap. Don't want to do the double swap. So one of these needs to be disabled. No double swap is false by default. And then we disable the double swap when we are doing the thing here. Only really needed for X, but doesn't matter. No double swap. So now we should not see that thing again. Heck yeah. How is this entire column still not sorted? We have, however, sorted a very large part of the thing. Oh, this is so painful. Okay. It hurts. Make it stop. Okay, so this is going to work. You don't know how to make it stop. I know. I'm sorry. Okay, so I have an idea. Do I? Yeah, so the verification pass is still slow. So if we can send a drone up each column and none of the drones have any swaps at all when they exit, that means the column was swapped to start with. That means the entire field is sorted and we can exit. So total swaps is 0. If not sort. Well, okay, so we'll just do this. So this means we had a swap. Right. Then we return the total swaps. And here's the swap list equals whatever that is. And is done. We're not done. And while we're not done, soon we're done until proven otherwise. Then we scatter, gather, sort column. To get the swap counts for each swap counts in the swap counts. If the swap count is not 0, then we are not done. Honestly, that doesn't need to be there anymore. And I think this just does it. Why is that not a valid statement? Gather columns. That doesn't even need to return to 0. Why? Why? I didn't see an error. Why is... Huh? Oh, while not done. Uh-huh. 8. Can I do this? No. Okay. Look at him go. Oh no! It's happened again! I thought I fixed that. You two should just stop. Uh... Okay, for right now... Well, swapped and swaps left. We'll allow max of 3 swaps left. Swaps. I should at least allow us to continue testing the other parts. Okay, that's not ideal. I mean, it is better than it was before. Is this the verification pass? We're good? Yes, we're technically good, but we should also actually do the harvest. Yeah? Plant, verification, harvest. Do the thing again. Get him going. Really? I must have gotten lucky. You know what? That's significantly faster than it was before. It's not ideal. But it is way, way better. I'll be a monkey's uncle. It's actually working. I don't think we're ever going back to that old code. That field function is kinda useless. So is that final move too. So we have the sort column, the plant column, we move wall to walls. We don't have the bounds. We're not using the bounds. Are we doing... We are doing the swaps things. The swap axis. Cannot be used on the upper end. Or... Excuse you? Why is this a problem all of a sudden? Not that that should matter, but why are you trying to run that code at all? Are you trying to spawn here? Okay, so you start planting. It's not a cactus. You plant an entity cactus. And then you measure it and why? Oh, do you require pumpkins to plant cacti? Doesn't say anything about cactus or costs. Um, quick print cost, get costs of entities cactus. It requires 16 pumpkins. I wish a game would have told me that. Oh, that's weird. Okay. I can plant cacti. Yeesh. Turn items. Actually, maybe there's a crop util here. Def can plant field off crop a safety factor. Okay, so we get the cost of the crop, and then for the key in all the costs, simply see if the num items, if we get num items, get items, num items of the key type is larger than the safety factor times. Actually, let's do this like this. Deficiency is the here. So see how many items we have minus the safety factor times the cost times the get world size squared. We actually get cost of field. Now get missing or field of. Yeah, it's not a great name, but it is a name. And we will again have our answers here. And if deficiency should then be the other way around if it's actually a deficiency. Deficiency is 0. Then we add this into our result. I'm getting confused about spelling. Like, I'm staring at it and I'm like, is that how that's spelled? All right. And we can... Actually, we don't even... I don't even... Where's our main? Am I blind? Main? Oh, there. So we have selected our crop. However, we will see what's missing for the crop. We'll assume a safety factor of 10 by default for the ingredients for now. We can probably do something smarter down the line, but for now that'll get us going. I'll just make it a little bit more obvious that we have made an assumption here. Okay, so if we have missing stuff, then actually, while we have missing stuff, we will select a new crop. That is the smallest key, which the minimum of the entity type doesn't really make sense. But it's going to pick one thing for us. And that's all that we care about. And then we'll see if we can plant a whole field of that new crop. And we'll keep doing that until we have found something that we can plant. So now you are going to do dinos. Okay. Why are you doing dinos? You want dino bones. What is the actual upgrade you're trying to get? That's 8 million, 4 million. Oh, is that the cheapest one? Yeah, that's a clean 3 million. This is still over 3. Over 3. Way over 3. Okay. Yeah, so it's going to try to get the bonus. And then the treasure to unlock the leaderboards. After that's gonna focus trees. Actually, we can already purchase the tree upgrades, probably. Can we do something to make the dino worth more? By farming cacti. Yeah, okay, so the thing we're running into here is that this is the lowest cost unlock, but it isn't the least effort, which is not the same thing. It would probably be lower effort to do the cacti to get more bones first and then get the leaderboard. At least with how our snake is implemented. Yeah, that's gonna be a while. Anyway, chat, we're way past my bedtime and I have a date tomorrow, so I need to get showering and do all of that stuff and get to bed. So we're gonna have to end it here. Thank you so much for choosing to spend some of your valuable life here with me tonight, trying to replace a poor old farmer. But yeah. Wow, you can tell it that it's late because I am stumbling over my words again. That's a good indication that I have gone on for way too long. If you're new around these parts, with Stream Variety, I had a schedule, I yeeted it out the window, and we're now kind of just doing it whenever it works out with my life. If you want to be notified of new streams, and the best place for that is the Discord channel, which you can find with !Discord in chat. If that's not your jam, then of course you can also follow on Twitch, and Papa Bezos will notify you if you do all the things with the app and the mobile phone. But as I said, that's it. Take care, everybody, and I will see you all again in the next one. Bye. Wrong button.